All right, we could ask Kuno some stuff now. He should be impressed with us, right? Did we get a bunch of Kuno points? I don't really want Kuno points, but do we have any? I'm going to take this off. Lowers my authority. What else do I want? I don't need any logic help. I could just sell this this disco-ass blazer now. Inferior to my jacket. Oh yeah, let's look at this real quick. The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny shriveled head of cauliflower. What do I do with you, bullet? What? I said, what do I do with you, bullet? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not. Yeah. Like, for there to be this much writing and for it to be all of a fairly high caliber, like, this is really nice stuff to read. Plus, on top of things like, so apparently there is some hidden stat that's been tracking how much he trusts me. The idea that even a lot of his dialogue could be different if he thinks less of me. This whole game, like, I can't even bear to think, like, what I'm missing out on. Way more than, like, Mass Effect. Like, was I blown away when I played Mass Effect? Like, oh my gosh, I've been in here as a renegade, but I could have come in as a paragon. Like, this is... People should be talking about this game. Find the murder weapon. We got a task. We find who owns it. We will likely find who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In short, the more we know about this bullet of yours, yeah. Feel the bullet through the bag. The squash bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket is split open. It feels cold. Inspect it closer. The jacket of the bullet is made of yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark gray core. The base of the bullet is close to 1 light year in diameter. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear, feels standard. The core is quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound. Wow, I actually know this. Yes, it's as if you've seen bullets before, officer. Jacketed bullet. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzle-loader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez. Even the RCM uses ordinary, unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it. Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This will have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while. Unless my hand-eye coordination is sick! and you are aware of the name of the antique rifle that you found. Should I hold it? I don't need to hold it. A rifle. Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or retrofitted antique. The .446 caliber was widely used with the Belle Magrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Yeah, this is, like, most of the game is in the writing. It's not like... It's not. I mean, some of the the artwork has been nice, but this could have been 8-bit graphics, and as long as the writing was this good, it would have been a fantastic game. Yeah. Comparing this to there are visual novels tough because a lot of the big well-known ones are written in Japanese first and then translated, and that's a mess, of course. But yeah, so do people know what good? I mean, I don't read. Am I ruining my life by not reading? I should read more. That's what this game is telling me. I should go read more. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit in the chamber. Is anyone still making these rifles? No, but Ziegler, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war, so there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Who uses Bell McGrave rifles these days? Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. What are you thinking, Bullet? I think I know where this came from. And the shot probably came from a Bell McGrave rifle. An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Revachol, really. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. I didn't even think of that. When he loaded his gun, he actually, packed gunpowder into it or something. Right? Didn't he? That's what he means by a muzzle loader. Whatever this is, a breech loading rifle. I don't know my gun terminology. I guess that means, a bullet where the gunpowder's in, like a bullet, like a real bullet. Makes you consider every shot. Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation. Well-armed jamrock bangers started crossing over into Martinez. Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself. Man, so that worked out really good. Oh, we can run the number. Man, there's so much to do. All right, so I was going to talk to Kuno. I was just about to talk to Kuno. Do I want to level something up first? Why do these have... Oh wait, did this become easier now? Wait, let's take a quick look at that. Can I re-roll this again? I got it this time. Yes, at last you find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code in the margin. HDB41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene. Followed by the title. For example, HDB411201 through the next world mural. Oh, HD. Okay, this is letting me know that my name is Harry Dubois. HDB. Every last alphanumeric begins with, these are your initials. HDB are your initials. Harry Dubois. Still feels like there's something missing from that. Oh my god, I can read through all of these right now if I want. The next world mural. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 12/2, meaning 2/12 February, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8th-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text, cut into their forms, reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the Belles Lettres have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the New World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. Ever find out who came up with it? The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. What? The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half... Wait. Your partner JV is against the removal. Oh, so they're asking which side I was on? The 9,000 people, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rumbling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between the two options... For plebiscite? I mean, it's got pleb in it. I guess Row 3 is a bunch of plebs. Remove the mural. A staggering 78% of voters chose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us. I must have voted and even lobbied to remove the thing. I don't believe in that rubbish one bit. Whoa. What happened? Achievement unlocked. The world's most laughable centrist. No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next? We'll look at case files later. I have way too much to do. It is almost ridiculous how much I have to do. So... what was the warded door? Don't remember. Alright, I guess rather than using this for a reroll, I might just oh no, you know what? I'll put it in interfacing. Because I like interfacing anyway. And this will let me redo the steel. I don't have another point. I do have another point. I have so many points. Plebiscite is a direct vote in which the entire electorate is invited to accept or refuse a proposal. Like in California, where they go Proposition 79. I don't have any points in any of the psych things. Maybe... Should I put another one in Spirit Decor? Maybe. Have a good night, Serp. I'm going for another half hour or so. No, it feels like such a waste of a skill point to use it on something that doesn't enable a reroll. Even though I don't, this game is way too good to, like, gamify it to that extent. But right now, the only things that I have to reroll are the Encyclopedia for the Mirror, Suggestion. What's Encyclopedia? I said it several times before, and then I didn't do it. We have Encyclopedia'd. Now for Kuno, I guess.
Necromancer pig, that ship was dark. Going in there like that, brutal shit. Tell me, Kuno dies, you're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets. Gonna look like a fucking porcupine.
Porta Rosa, a side alley of Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches patrol officer Emil Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches into his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning, the man shoots him point blank in the chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. Bleed, pig. Someone opens a window and says, but Emil can't see who. His sight grows dim with pain. You know, what's a good line of work for getting shot? Pigs, you know, there's a silence. It carries. Alright, so shooting the body down was awesome in his eyes, and he saw me find the bullet, which gave a huge bonus to this check. Should I tell him that I found the shack before or after I do this? No, we can just do this now. No! Rotten. I rolled a 5 and failed by 1 point. I can't bring myself to save Scum. Never ever. Not even in a worse game. I don't like to do it. He's on your crime scene bossing you around, and he's been here for some time, too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful. You think you can turn on the Kuno? Turn the Kuno down for a moment? I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups. He must have seen... I want to help us bust him. No, he's not going to want to help. We're just going to say he's not cool. Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard... he pushes at hard level. That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure. Point to the shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How did you get in? I phase shifted through the roofing material. Yeah. You can't do that. You can't. He can't do that. He's trying to fuck at you again. How did you like it in there? Oh, maybe I should give him it back. What's with the two? It's a vitamin. Don't you know anything? He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was. It's magnesium. It's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day. Rips a mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a barrel. I rock it all the time. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo. Found a plate covered with powder residue. Daily hit of electric. Kuno's Shazam. Rides the fucking lightning in there. Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes. Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Forget it. I'm not saying those things. No, we'll... Yeah, we'll joke around with him. See if that gives me some kind of bonus. No. Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there. No, I don't actually want any, like, hints. Well played. No one saw that coming. Talk about the shack again. Demo tape? Like some kind of musician? No. Alright, so unfortunately I failed a roll even though it was really easy. So another either thing of empathy or whatever will let me try this. Although I don't even know, like, if I empathize with... Well, no, there's going to be a ton of stuff that he can tell me if I can get on his good side. Alright. Magnesium, that's what you're lacking. Oh, we're going to get a thought? We're going to get a thought. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream. Maggot sideways? Maggot sideways? What are you talking about? You need to maggot up. You probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already, and the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium. You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form? Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to ascend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system. It is generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It is also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it is important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Maggot. Down? Maggot. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything and you just need to quit. What do we tell them? Alright, so we messed up an important roll. Was there anything else? Let me look at these footsteps again. Now that we know all that stuff from the autopsy. No. I'm not sure if it's going to let me... I'm going to go up to the room and try to wash my hands, but I think it looked like it said like it wanted you to take a bath or something. Like that you would have to wait until night. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. This is just the mirror. I can try this again, though. Basically not going to win at that. We did go for the encyclopedia thing. Let's try it. Oh my god, there was a double 6. If only I had used that on a harder roll. It belongs in the new. The 3rd decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to shoot the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume de Million. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, can't pronounce that, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume de Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix because, unlike Guillaume de Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous. So I adopted it? Why? Everyone loved it. Just pronounce the first 2 letters of each word. You'll be fine. I'll go with it. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. How long ago was the new? There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression looking good on you or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations? Not really. Oh, must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band, anyway. Anything else? Like, who I am? Who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. Guess that's it. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. Well, I know the origin, but this is still basically impossible. And I can't wash my hands or anything. Do-ba-dum-dum-do-do-do-do-do-do. What is this? Another ghastly picture. Whatever happened to Guillaume de Million, who, with his amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation? While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? Or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new lines of some starlit beau de N 20 years ago? Spare a thought for his great ass, too. Or wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. Was I going to ask, did I get the thing to re-ask her about this? No, I didn't. Alright, let's gear up for asking them their stuff. those guys. No glasses. Oops. Tie, jacket, shirt. Drama or... Plus, do I want to drink again? I'm not going to need physique. Not to talk to them. Yeah, this is fine. This is just fine. I've got your number, buddy.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I only found 8 sets of footprints. Or I found 8 sets of footprints. There's only 7 of you. Where is the 8th Hardy Boy? What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here. Or what, you want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring. Actually, boss, we've been talking. Maybe... And we think she could maybe... She? So there is an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener? Shut the fuck up, Glenn. I do the talking here. What do you want, cop? So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her. That's right. We're not talking about this. That happened on Thursday for sure. When I was like, when did it become 9:30? It was 8:30 mere seconds ago. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back. Oh, a bullet in the back of my head. How about a bullet in my mouth? We're all watching each other. Officer, your question? There's no point in pushing it, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later. Something incriminating? I've spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. Why are your boot prints all over the scene? You mean these boots? He raises his work boot. Size 46. Steel reinforced toe. We all got a pair. We wore them the night we took the pretty boy out back and hung him by the neck. Yeah, we did this. Together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why our prints are all over the scene. There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so you could take them all away. It's too simple. But there's a catch. There is no catch. These 7 men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time. We'll get a little information first, and then we'll reveal that we know all about it. Why did you kill him? Why? Because he was worthless mercenary scum, and he stepped out of line in my town. So he was a mercenary, that's it? And he stepped out of line. What kind of mercenary? The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranges Special Forces. A live grenade. Right here in our bar. I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara. How do you even know he was in Special Forces? Because one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Orange's goddamn Special Forces and I'm going to fuck you all. Really? Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Orange's. Actually, it's not a... It's... One of the tooltips said it's pronounced Orange's, I guess. Sang some Orange's paratrooper song and said he's going to fuck everybody. We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there, like some kind of animal. Sire, the tale is true. This is a serious violation of the karaoke code. Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong? Wrong! He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning. There's slight unease in him. He regrets mentioning the rape. And to kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here. Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night, drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage. He grabbed someone? Yeah, this girl's on the mic. Beautiful girl, young, gets in the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Well, how about that? Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said? Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen. Aren't you fucking listening? Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening? He repeats like a parrot. There's something odd here. Who did he rape them? This is a very serious allegation. No. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinez matter. I'm not discussing it with you clowns. Ah. I have failed a roll. Oranje? Oranje. How did you kill him? We hanged him up by his neck till he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper? Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot? The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that? The lieutenant goes in for the leg sweep. Titus does not see it coming. He looks even more irritated than before. Look, I'm not going to play 20 questions with you, Capo. I'll say it again. We killed him. Yeah. I knocked him out. Came up behind and clubbed him on the back of the head. He went down like a stack of sand. That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck. Make him a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up. Strange answer that sounded... Alright. What did you use to knock the victim out? My fucking elbow, Copper. Samara boxing style. He may be lying, but he's good at it. No twitching, no rushing, no uncalled for details. Where did all this action take place? Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that fucking started coming to our bar. Here we go. Titus is solid as a rock. So are a few others, but... Who's solid? Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man. The least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. He mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there. Who's cracking under the pressure? Fat Angus. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't said a single word the whole time I've been standing here. Oh, that's what they're saying. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation this far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. Yeah. You having trouble breathing over there? No. He looks up, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat. Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look how fucking fat he is. The man next to the big guy bursts out laughing. Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy, all muscle. There's something you're not telling me. And fuck you too, Copper, picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing. You won't get more of them out of them. Okay. Maybe I ruined it by pointing out Angus too soon. How does the bullet in his head factor into this? Huh? A sip of beer makes the surprise go down easier. There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him? How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe. Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly. Interesting, sire. It's as if he's lying to protect someone. He's not very good at it. This line of questioning is over. The woman steps in before you can answer. You got the cause of death already. Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination. Who called the shots last night? Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You cannot arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all? Ignore her and address him. Seriously, who calls the shots around here? Who do you fucking think does? This could be a turning point. Titus Hard runs the Hardy Boys. Ain't that so, fellas? Think you got your answer, Mr. Law? No, you did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read. But on that night, they all acted as one man. When did this hanging incident occur? You don't have to keep answering his questions. I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week. How long had you known the victim? Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole. Yeah, who do you think we are? Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago, when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy? By Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for Wild Pines. The same company you're striking against. No, I mean the Pines cow. The stupid cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough. That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, this interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions. Threatening to arrest him does nothing, especially because we know that they didn't actually kill him. Well, they might have, but they didn't hang him. How many people have you sent to the chase? Ever felt remorse for them? Chase électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad. Or sent them to Reunion to rot for 20 years? For life? He says it as if it were worse than dying. I know. We enforce the law. But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon, and here in Martinaise we agreed that this man had to die. He's not intimidated. I don't like in any other game I would go and just exhaust the entire conversation tree regardless, but this could make things worse. I don't think I should threaten to arrest him. He's definitely not feeling threatened by me. Prove your authority. Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinaise. Go back to your stations, where you belong. I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this. Good luck with that. He grabs another beer. You heard everything a rent-a-cop is going to hear from us, real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating. That will be difficult. There's probably other things that I can do to, having a badge would help. Having my gun would also help. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hanged man's head. You still on about that bullet? A bullet in a hanged man's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious. Indeed. Mighty. How did it get there? He gives you an indulgent look. Well, there are so many bullets in the world. And so many heads. I was thinking by singling that one guy out, it's going to be some way of splitting them. They didn't go for the interesting thing. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads. It's bound to happen, you know. Statistically speaking, of course. So it would be an event most dramatic if you were to produce the bullet and dangle it before their eyes. Drama never called me sire until now, did it? I'm going to ask you again, why was this in the victim's head? Wow. He's got it in a real evidence bag and all. Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened. I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting. You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head by a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet. Did I say by a kid? Shot in the head as a kid. Around the bullet. That's a good one. All the goofing around is to avoid lying. It's a technique. Did you guys shoot him? Shit, I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk. Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. The little guy looks you in the eye. Better hope he stays sober. No, he meant before he was hanged. Did you shoot him before you hanged him? Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time. Figure this out sooner or later. Strange reaction to bullet. I could try this now, and we could get it. All I need to do is roll a 7. 7 on 2 dice? Easy. No. Kim, I need your gun. I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Punch your finger. Stomp my feet? What? That's it? That's all I got? Did you already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results. You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop. I need your gun. This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid this is not what you think it is either. Uh-oh. The voices in my head are arguing. Who, me? What is it? Yes, you. Stop talking out loud. You sound like you're unraveling. Everybody calm down. This is only a demonstration. Kim, the gun, please. What in the name of fuck are you doing? But I don't want to give you my gun. The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about? Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going. Trust me, Kim. I am merely flesh. It's not my first day on the police job. He trusts me, too. Is it possible that even though I failed the role, that his trust in me is going to still let me do what I need to by taking his gun and doing I don't know what with it? Something bad, probably. Know what I'm doing. It's not my first day on the police job. Police job. A brief moment passes in silence. Then, be careful. It's loaded. He unholsters and gives you his firearm. It feels oddly light and buzzing in your hand, like a funny toy. Authority, what are you doing to me? Authority, please. I know I haven't given you any skill points. But I want to point it at them. I want to point it at them. Quit your whining. Everyone knows how to do that. You're a special man. You're going to point it at yourself. What are you doing? the short, cold barrel touches your lips. It tastes like iron and hell. Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face. Fellas, you getting any of this? What are we doing? Authority, what was your plan? Is there some choice here that will salvage this situation, or is there not? How did we get here? A roll of a dice. That's how. I'm going to say this first, I guess. These are my thoughts. This is my head. What in the name of motherfuck? Acidic taste on your lips. Corrosive. Once as a child, you put your tongue against the rail. It was winter. That was a long time ago. The fuck is he saying? Some insane shit. Give the gun back to the lieutenant. Thank you. Nothing to worry about, people. My partner likes to play these jokes. He's what you call dark. The fuck was that, you carnies? We haven't seen RCM in 4 years, and this shows up. I knew he wasn't gonna do it, though. I knew he'd pussy out. Oh no, I still have my money on him. Sooner or later. He has that look. I feel like I've failed spectacularly. This has been the worst skill roll failure in the whole game so far. Everyone like my funny joke? Do not think your failed suicide attempt will win you any pity from these men. Do not expect them to forget it soon either. Again, it was a dark joke. Maybe we should go for a little walk, Joker, before we continue. Jogging around seems to have a positive effect on you. Kim would like to talk to me.
What in the name of hell was that supposed to be?
The theatrical suicide attempt. We need to talk about it. Do we have to? We do. I was able to recontextualize it as a dark joke. I will not be able to recontextualize it the next time. I understand you sometimes employ extreme interrogation tactics, but I want you to understand, that was too extreme. We can't have RCM officers going around putting guns in their mouths. We can't afford that image. Few institutions can. I wish to embrace the gloaming ahead of time, the undoing of atoms called to me. I went with my gut feeling, and this time it was wrong. Very wrong. Boy, what a way to end the stream. I still want to... I should go talk to... No, it is 9. It is 9, so we'll wrap up for the night. More of this tomorrow. Obviously loving the hell out of this game. Really, really interested in where the hell it's going to go next. We had like most of the stream was taken up by that autopsy, which was very interesting. And it's crazy that it, like, again, that there's this whole thing that we could have missed by either failing a roll or just not being thorough. We might not have found that bullet and would have just went, oh, okay, yep, he was hanged. And maybe much, much later we would find out, oh no, he was shot first and then hanged. Or maybe we would never find out. This is really shocking to me to find a game this open-ended. Or not open-ended. This, that allows this much freedom in how you wind up going through the game. We might not have had the mouth gun. Alright. So, like I said, thank you everybody for being here, and more of this tomorrow.